Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hall and this is your full moon reading for March 23rd through April 6th, 2016. And here we are with yet another eclipse. This time we have a lunar eclipse going on, and as you remember from our last new moon video, we had a solar eclipse in Pisces. So eclipses come in pairs, coinciding with new moons and full moons as solar and lunar eclipses, respectively. And they are always a time for transformation. They bring about oftentimes news of major life events, beginnings and endings, big changes, and they can also shine rays of truth on our lives to help bring about new perspectives. Eclipses have also far more intensity than regular full or new moons. So if you are someone who is very sensitive to the full moon, then my advice to you is definitely to buckle your seatbelts and to remember to treat yourself with extra gentleness and self-care during the day of the full moon, but also the 3 days before and after the full moon as well. Lunar eclipses tend to bring with them very high emotional energy, particularly. The moon is associated with emotion, and lunar eclipses are emotional, which is a theme that is also carrying over from the last new moon as well. But don't worry, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be a very healing thing. Eclipses can really help us to achieve our goals and even to understand life in ways that you may not have previously felt were possible. So they're a wonderful point for growth in our lives. I also wanted to say that this particular full moon lunar eclipse is in Libra, and it's also the first full moon of the spring. Now, Libra is a sign that helps us to understand balance and harmony. Balance is a very sacred concept and is such an important part of navigating a spiritual path in human life. This full moon may really help us with identifying any imbalances in our lives. You may become more aware of them, or those imbalances may culminate in circumstances that really present the opportunity to release and heal those imbalances. This is a very good time to bring compassion, love, and balance into your close relationships as well, as Libra oftentimes brings a focus on our partnerships. The theme of healing through compassion was set during our new moon last video on March 9th, and it continues for the full moon, giving us real opportunity for growth. So let's go to our cards and see what kinds of messages our guides and angels have for us today. So today I'm working with the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins cards by Doreen Virtue, and I chose this deck particularly for today because the mermaids represent our subconscious or deep emotions in the ocean. Water is often a sign of emotion, so I thought this would give us some good clarity on some of the emotional energy coming in. So let's see what our first, second, and third cards want to be today, and I'm feeling guided to pull a bonus fourth card as well. So our first card we have is friendship. So the friendship card is a very interesting card to come up because, as we were saying before, Libra is oftentimes a sign that brings focus on our relationships and partnerships. So I'm really feeling that this is something that's being underscored at this time. I'm hearing two things from our guides and angels about this particularly. The first is that when you are looking to find balance in our lives, sometimes one of the main areas where you can help to bring about more balance is in clearing any imbalances in relationships. So this may be a really wonderful time to focus in on any relationships that may be causing you any disharmony or stress in your life, and to work to clear the air in those relationships, or perhaps even to bring in a different set of standards or boundaries, just to help to make sure that both sides feel as if there is an equal balance of giving and receiving, feeling as if you're being really, really honored, if there's an equality, in understanding, and, both sides, putting effort forth into the relationship. Oftentimes that effort needs to be balanced in terms of, who is pursuing, the good things happening, who is, participating even financially in things as well. Sometimes you can really notice when there's an imbalance in friendships, when one person is paying for everything, or maybe suggesting doing all the fun things and, reaching out more. Really pay attention to, again, these little things in your relationships. See where you can heal them, tweak them, or if God, the universe, seems to be asking you to maybe take a break from that relationship or let it go and create boundaries, go ahead and do that at this time. Also, on the other side, the other point is that this is a very wonderful time for bringing in friendships that really do make you feel good and honored and loved at this time. Oftentimes when the energy is really intense out in the world, spending time with gentle, like-minded friends can be a very uplifting and very empowering thing to do. So make a play date with your friends as well. That's another wonderful bit of guidance you can take out of this. So let's go ahead and see what our second card is. Oh, this goes so well with our theme as well. We have the Healing Heart card. Healing Heart. So just looking at these cards in sequence, beginning with friendship and then going into Healing Heart, this is telling us that it looks like there may be an actual healing that occurs in one of your major core relationships in life. Your angels are saying to embrace this healing at this time. Any stuff that's coming up, even if it might be complicated or challenging to deal with, face it head on, as this is really going to be worth it at this time in your life, for getting the new energy that you want in your life and to make changes in other areas. Sometimes when you clear the air in a relationship and you uplift relationships, it helps to just spur on clarity and openness, in other areas of your life where you need it the most. So a healing heart is coming through this relationship healing at this time. And I'm also hearing that this is another message, again, that's carrying over from our theme from the last new moon with regard to healing yourself. This is a message of the journey of the wounded healer that continues in through this eclipse, because eclipses, again, they come in pairs, and oftentimes the same themes will continue throughout them because they're helping us to really work on moving through a new gateway of energy that is clearing us and healing us at a very big level. So you are still going through your heart healing right now. So again, remember to continue to treat yourself with love and compassion. Another little thing that I just wanted to add right here that's sort of coming up with this too is, remember we were talking about those balancing scales of Libra, and how last video we were also talking about the fact that some of the healing that's going on is at a collective level at this time. Well, that goes for a collective sense of some of the things that we're seeing going on in the media, in global affairs, perhaps in politics and things like that as well. So if there has seemed to be a large, maybe struggle between light and dark, negative and positive things, I really am hearing a big sign that there is a clearing out of negative things at this time, that this balancing energy that's coming through is one that is really asking the world to clean out and to honor the need for the middle way, for moderation. So we might see some of that happening perhaps even at a collective level as well as at our personal levels in our lives right now. So your angels are saying, have faith. If you've been worried about things that are going on in the world, there are forces at work that will keep us safe, balanced, and keep the world a safe, loving place to live in for us sensitive people. So let's go ahead and see our third card. Oh, this makes so much sense. It's great. We have the Tranquility card. Our Tranquility card, I think, goes so wonderfully with the theme for today as well, because it's saying to treat yourself with love, gentleness, self-care, and bringing more peace and tranquility in your life. Make the time to really relax, take a retreat, a vacation or a staycation if you can, because this is really, really going to help you through this gateway of emotional healing, of relationship healing, and of clearing yourself of any of the intensity that you may be experiencing as a byproduct of this full moon lunar eclipse that's going on right now. Also, this is a wonderful thing that is letting you know that when you are going through any kind of healing in your life, you need extra rest. Just as you would if you were going through physical healing, when you're going through emotional healing or just, life situational healing and changes, you need the time to reset yourself, to clear yourself, and to allow your mind to just receive. To allow the subconscious to start handling some of the stuff that you're going through, to assimilate all of the new energy, all of the new changes, so that you can, sort of reapproach the active part of your life then when you're ready to, with more inspiration and clarity of mind. So really, really, really listen to this. Take the time to rest and retreat and get quiet and still and just surround yourself with low drama, gentle, loving people at this time. I love this message. It couldn't be more clear, could it? So let's go ahead and see what our final bonus card is for today. I like our bonus card. It says Waves of Prosperity. Waves of Prosperity is a really wonderful sign saying that a lot of what these changes that are coming through this eclipse are preparing us for is for changes in abundance and new waves of prosperity coming into our lives as a result of what we are clearing right now. So for those of you who have been praying for new things, whether it be, monetary or physical abundance, new abundance in career opportunities or new abundant opportunities to connect with friends, as we are taking a little bit of a relationship theme in this reading, know that the changes that are coming right now are preparing you for that. So rest assured, all of the things that we're going through right now really are so worth it. And they're taking you into a new life of healing. And I'm seeing that after all of this wonderful rest that you're doing, you will be ready, to get active and going and connected with the world in an even more meaningful way than before. And I know you've been craving that. Your angels are saying that some of you have been really praying about getting active and doing stuff out in the world. So you are all but ready for that. And certainly this moon energy is really, really going to help us this time. All right, so those are our messages for today. I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful full moon, that you celebrate it well with some de-stressing and detoxing and resting, and know that I will be sending you my love and prayers throughout this time. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do go ahead and leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more readings and for guided meditations and things like that. If you'd like to keep in touch with me, I will also leave my links to Facebook and Twitter in the description below. And as always, if you would like your own reading, you can check out my website at www.seraphim.com. We are still doing a special rate for email readings for a few more days now till the end of March. So if you want one of those, go ahead and you can contact me through my website. So thank you again so much for watching, and as always, know that you are so very loved and so blessed. Bye!